like to start off by saying there's different ways to get there. There's not one particular way to win a state title. You can look at college football and the difference between Alabama, Clemson, the other teams that win it. There's not one specific way. Some things that happened for us, we had a group of guys that came through that got to play young as sophomores on the dirt in the outfield. So our defense had had 3 years of experience playing together. They had played together as youth. We can probably touch on the whole travel ball scene. They stayed together through their sophomore year, playing travel ball, and then kind of dispersed their own way. But that's kind of the thing that we had. We had an old team. We had an old team that played together and had some baseball knowledge and was together.
I think it goes back to the same things, the Jimmys and the Joes, when it comes down to it. We had 4 seniors that just kind of took control of everything for our team. We had a meeting, just me and the 4 seniors back in the fall. We kind of hashed some things out about what we wanted to do, and they set their mind to it, and they took control of the team. It was honestly the easiest year I've ever had coaching. We did not have issues. If there was an issue with a guy not hustling in practice, it was addressed before I could address it. So we had 4 seniors, and I think they kind of took control of things, and they made a big difference for us to get there.
I think for us this year, it had to do with we won 3 in a row, and so for this particular state championship series, we trailed for 17 of the 21 innings. We were tied for 2 of the innings, and we led for 2 of the innings. So we won 2 games in the 7th inning, the 1st and the 3rd, and that had all to do with experience. So, you know, playing some tough competition and some good tournaments and things of that nature, I think enabled us, at least last year, to not have the moment be bigger than us. And so it was just, you know, kind of going to work, doing the same thing all the time, which is tough to do.
Our mentality at Landrum was, you know, we were trying to get back to where Landrum used to be. And obviously it takes great players. It's not some magic formula. We had some really good arms, but our big thing was, and we've kind of got quoted this in the Spartanburg paper, is, you know, if we were going to be in a bar fight, we'd be in the lightweight division. I mean, we had a bunch of little guys that were 120, 130 pounds. We had one guy over 200 pounds, and, you know, we were scrappers. And, you know, we won by winning 1-run ball games and just trying to find a way to score runs without hits. We knew when the game was on the line that we were going to play one pitch at a time, and we thought we could outlast you. We had, one thing unique about our season was in the district finals and the upper state finals, we went all 14 innings. And I've been around some teams that kind of flinched in that situation, and our team embraced it. We were sitting back, you had to beat us twice. I go and tell you, the first game we didn't throw our guy, and it was like our kids fed on, you cannot beat us one pitch at a time for 14 innings. You cannot outlast us 6 hours out here, one pitch at a time. And it was just that drive and just find a way to get back to where Landrum was in the early 2000s.
I kind of have, I'm not a Clemson fan, sorry. I've never been a big Clemson fan, and I married into a Carolina family, and I'm from Maryland, so we have nothing to root for when it comes to football and stuff like that. But the reason I tell you that is because I kind of used the Dabo philosophy last year about the underdogs. Most of y'all people in here have probably scheduled Macby in your career to kick their ass in some sport. Okay? And so me and my coach, Josh Tiller over there, who went to Macby, we were talking on the way down today. And I'm from Maryland originally. I moved down here 21 years ago, and winning a state is special. It's not just special to me, but it's special to the guys that live in that community. So as we approached last year, I had 8 returning starters coming back from our state championship team in 2018. There's a lot of expectations, preseason number 1, but the first thing I told the guys from the very start, I used the whole, hey man, the MACD small school mentality, but I also used the number 4. Winning the state championship last year, now we have 4 baseball state championships from Macby High School over the career, and that's more than Sherrall, Chesterfield, and Central. And I said, you win this one, that's 4, that's more than those 3 schools, and those are the ones that get all the street pubs, so to speak. So everything fell into place, but also going back to the championship thing, I think one big thing, and I didn't really say this last year, I wish I would have said it a little bit better. Most of y'all in this room, I'm lucky to have coaches who are loyal to the program. I'm lucky to have coaches who bust their ass and work hard. And by doing that, the kids see and feed off of it as well. I've met coaches and talked to other schools. I see them out there who have like maybe one coach or two coaches, and they struggle to get guys out there, and we don't have that problem. We have guys who want to help, be loyal, and that helps take off. And when the kids see that, they work harder, and like you know, everyone else up here, everything just kind of fell into place. So that's how it worked for us.
I think mine was different than that. We were kind of underdogs. My team was extremely young. I had to really change everything as soon as I took over. I was an assistant coach for 2 years prior. Then I became the head coach, and I had last year 2 seniors. Only one of them had seen the field at the varsity level. I had 2 freshmen that were starting and 5 sophomores. So I couldn't let them know that they were underdogs. I had to kind of boost their confidence, and we kind of, you know, like Casey, I worked at AC Florida for 10 years and won 4 state championships there as an assistant. So I kind of knew how it had to go from a coaching perspective to get there. But that honestly was the last thought on my mind at the beginning. I kind of changed the whole culture around there and just had regimented practices and just had to kind of coach them up on the fly a little bit because they were so young and just build up their confidence. And then, you know, like it takes to win a championship. Once we got to the playoffs, we were the last seed in 3A skis that make it in. We barely made it in. And then we just really got hot at the right time, and finally balls that weren't bouncing our way started to bounce our way, and we had a little luck. And, you know, you need that to win, I believe. And we had a lot of that on our side. And now we got a little different beast this year because all these guys are coming back, and everybody's saying, oh, y'all are going to win it again. Well, no, not quite. You know, we have a lot more work to do. It's a whole different approach now. So that's what I did.
A little different in my situation. We've been winning 20 games a year, so as long as I don't break the bus, we pretty much got a chance of the pitching we have. But our philosophy is I'm a football coach, and unfortunately this year I do basketball too. I'm doing 3 sports this year, but our philosophy is we work hard. We in the weight room, wear the weight room out, we work very hard on the field. One of our things we talk about, we're as good as some and better than most. The other thing we do is we got 58 boys in grades 9 through 12, and we play anybody and everybody. We try to go to Domingo Bay. We play in the Southeastern Baseball Classic. We try to play people better than us, so when we get down there at the end of the year, people aren't quite as good, hadn't been tested like we have. And I think that's very important for us.
We were young again last year. We were young the year before. But what we did, and it's kind of a mentality that we went into a couple years ago, is we just grind. We grind. If we had to bunt the beach, and we bunted. If we had to sit there and crowd the play, so you want to be busted to the side, that's what we did. We did whatever we had to do to get on first, get on second, on third. Several times last year, we were intentionally getting people between first and second, the oldest play in the book, to try to score a run. We had to do whatever we did. Our pitching was great. But we were just undersized, small, and we just fought. And I think that's been our motto for the past several years. So